Welcome, Capricorn Aquarius, to your Astrodice reading for January. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, getting into 2022. Happy New Year's to everyone. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay, let's see what's going on. This message for Capricorn Aquarius. Okay, let's see what we have here. We've got some Taurus, an 8th house, going straight into some Jupiter energy over there. So, going Jupiter, which we have Jupiter now transiting into Pisces since the 28th. Look at that. Your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck is up. And going into that Taurian. So how is it? It is slow and relaxed. Slow, relaxed energy. Love that. But yet it's prosperous and abundant and productive. Okay, and going straight into the 8th house over here. 8th house is talking about the transformation area of your life is about to be shared resources and intense emotions. Nice. So any kind of shared resources, you might have some, it might be talking about taxes. It could be talking about all kinds of things, right? Taxes, things that if you're getting a divorce, maybe you're looking for those shared assets, anything. Intense emotions is really what I'm really looking at more than anything. And I'm also seeing, though, too, a lot of stocks, right? Investments. Talking about those investments. Okay. We'll see what Spirit has to say over here. Stocks, bonds. It's really coming up. Okay, let's see what's going on with you, Capricorn Aquarius. Could be property. Okay. So going straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. And Spirit says your self-confidence over here is wishes fulfilled. Wow. Having this huge change coming in, and this is the way that you're looking at it. You're having this self-belief for the wishes being fulfilled. Wow. Getting rid of the thunderbolt. It feels like there was something that did hit you earlier, maybe last month in December, that kind of left a little mark, a little sting, a little burn. And this could be why you're going after this wishes fulfilled. With the two worlds over here, kind of left you in two different kind of worlds over here, but it's, kind of taking on this world versus that world. If some of you just got divorced or left a really committed relationship, there could be something that's kind of stinging in the 8th house, leaving you in two different worlds. Maybe it's because of the shared resources, right? Maybe because they left me behind and I have to have this house and they're going to take this house and I have a new house. However it is, right? Something to that nature. I take it how it resonates. And remember, friends, if this doesn't resonate with you, you can always watch your rising moon or Venus, or your regular signs. But right here, it just feels like a small sting. Why? Because the Taurus is saying it's kind of taking you out of that, but it's leaving a mark behind. You know what I mean? It's like if I got hit with electricity, my hair's frizzed out, and it's going to take a while to get it back to the way it's supposed to be, right? Or if I got burned, it definitely left a little burn mark. So definitely trying to get past that within the two worlds as well. And the two worlds is saying, I'm trying to do these two different things. I'm trying to be productive over here, but I have these shared resources that I have to take care of. So it's definitely worrying about two different situations. The beginning of the month, traveling. Could have been dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aries. There wasn't enough action, though. It feels like there's not enough manifestation. So you feel like, okay, I want my wishes fulfilled, but I guess I'm going to have to travel towards more action to get to this wishes fulfilled, which is good, though, because you have the self-confidence in the beginning of the month to make the magician go the other way, right? So where you feel like there could have been some bad luck, and it's probably from that lightning bolt, yeah, and it looks like love with the shared resources. It is causing these intense emotions. it's causing this separation. So this lightning bolt could be showing this separation and showing that there was some money lost through this situation. That would be the shared resources. Over here, letting go of the two worlds. So it does feel like you are pushed into one world and you're over here and over here. So you're kind of like living in two different kind of realms over here when it comes to the shared resources. Maybe you lost your job and you're trying to find a job. Maybe you had to move and you're trying to take care of, you know, something over here with this property versus the new property that you have here because of a divorce or some kind of separation, right? So whatever your separation is, it does, like I said, feel like love for a lot of you. It does feel like you have two worlds going on around you. And it does feel like you have to decide, and it does feel like it's kind of wibbly wobbly, and you're using your intuition. Your intuition is going to be very strong because of the self-belief. But you do have the luck and the courage over here too with the Jupiter, but it does feel like there was something that did push you in two different kind of directions. And we do see the two directions here as well with the Two of Swords on top of the Two of Scrolls. So, okay. They're definitely trying to find the balance between doing this and doing that at the same time, and trying to keep your emotions at bay as well. We do have the new moon cards. I did get these for the new year, so we'll grab a moon card and see what the overall message or spirit is for this beginning of the month. Okay, overall message, please. First quarter moon in Pisces is honor your feelings. And that's a good one too right there, because it is going to help with the intense emotions that are going on. So definitely wanting to work with those emotions and talking about the emotions. You're talking also, you see the chakra here is talking about that creativity and that communication. So really wanting to make sure that you're using the communication the way it needs to be used. And this is also going to be good with honoring your feelings. Okay, so definitely want to keep communication going. It feels like, because, you know, it's kind of on that Taurus area, it's going to be rich and earthy, meaning you're going to get down to the vital, pivotal points of the situation through communication and when you are opening up about your feelings about the situation. So you're not, it's not going to just be like, well, right? No, it's actually going to be, I'm here, I'm relaxed, but I want this conversation to be slow and productive, and I want you to be able to hear what I'm saying to you. So definitely going to be having that energy coming out this month, the beginning of the month, that is. Okay, so the mid-month, we'll move this up just a little bit. I hope I showed you guys that card enough, since they are new cards. The backs are really pretty too, so. Okay, guys. Let's go. So going straight to the mid-month. You have rebirth upside down. So it's not really taking the rebirth that you wanted, because the past is unknown at this time. Just not sure about where it's going to lead you at this time with the in crescent moon. That's a waxing moon. The waxing moon is saying, oh, well, that's okay. At least your time is coming. Yeah. So going straight over here to the birth, which is upside down, it's the same as the rebirth card. It's just saying there's not enough transformation at this time. Going to have to really push the limits over here to get exactly what you're looking for. Because you're going to find that this is kind of a challenge, but you're also going to find that within the 8th house, there is this delay. And this is going to be the delay where you're going to find it a little difficult. It could be for your children, between you and a child. It could be if you are having a divorce, maybe they're trying to keep the children away from you, or you're trying to keep them away from them, however it is. Or, you know, that could be a shared resource. Hey, you children, you know. Be strong and tap into the boundless love within. It's a force that can change everything. But I love that, because we're already talking about honoring your feelings. So you're pretty much already going to get that piece out of it. So it does feel like you're going to use everything that you have to keep looking for this to go through. So even though there's even though that there is this delay, Just feels like there's this signal within you that's saying, that's fine, because you know what? That's going to make me just want to move. Because no matter what, Taurus might be slow, but they're persistent, right? They're not going to just stop, okay? But the delay could also be from the Taurus, because if you have the Taurus upside down, then they are going to stop. But you're using that Taurian energy in a positive way, so you're saying, just watch, because I'm relaxed, I'm cool and calm, but I ain't giving up the ghost, right, on this situation of the 8th house. With the 8 of Swords upside down, it's just knowing that I don't know exactly how this is going to go. There is this piece of unknowing going on, but that doesn't make you, slow down or be persistent about the situation. If anything, it makes you want to be stubborn and bring in that stubborn Taurus energy to want to continue to push. Yeah, I would be careful though, because get behind the cow, he might kick you. So the crescent moon says, yeah, because I see exactly what's going on within the situation. You know that they're delaying this on purpose. You know that they're not working diligently enough to want to succeed in this, because they know that there are other external circumstances going on behind the scenes that they are trying to either take too much control away from you, or they want this for themselves, right? And so they're going to do everything that they can to keep a tight, firm grip on this. But the card for you is saying that's because there's a great opportunity for increase and fulfillment of your wishes. Yes. And that's why they're doing that, because they know it's in your favor. Well, if they know it's in your favor, heck yeah, they're going to delay that, and they're not going to push forward for that. So they're going to make you do all the work. So over here on the birth upside down, you want to delay this, huh? Yep, they're delaying it from you. So they're saying, no, I'm going to give you the delay. And you're saying, that's fine, because I'm hum-hoing and I'm just relaxed. Because I might not be in Taurus energy, but I'm definitely in Earth energy. So I'm just, you know what? I'm just kind of chilling over here. Because I know the prosperity is coming. See, you already know that whatever you're up against, it's already in your control. So the path's unknown, it's because you guys could be dealing with another Capricorn. I'll get a lot of Capricorn over here. However it is, though, they want to be toxic about the situation. This is why you're kind of not sure how the situation is, but you know it's in your favor. But you know what? It's kind of crazy, because it's almost like they're trying to take you down a path and lead you into a trap. Is this a mouse trap? But definitely with the devil over here, you can also see that there's some insecurities going on around them. So they could be, they know. So they're going to do everything that they can. And you might even find that they're being a little evil about the situation. And being even evil enough to make it stop and make it delay. If they're not going to sign the paperwork, if they're not going to do stuff like that, you might feel it's a little evil, because you're saying, this could have been done a long time ago. You just don't want to take the action. So they definitely want to delay this for their own little purposes over here. Could even be a little bit of insecurities with the King of Cups. Yes, insecurities. And that's just because they know that they're up against something that is not in their favor. Yep. In crescent moon over here, yeah. Because all the favor is in your favor. So just relax. And just taking on this very relaxed. The whole reading is very relaxed. It's kind of crazy, because I see the intensity of what the other person, whatever the shared resources is, I see their intense. I see them having more intense emotions about the situation on a negative side, where they're trying to manipulate a situation, trying to hold the ball back, not signing things, not doing this, not doing what they're supposed to do, just to delay a process for no reason really whatsoever, except for it almost feels like they're just doing it to piss you off. Yeah, that's evil. That would be the devil. And that's just because they have their own insecurities and their own emotional upsets. Absolutely, because they have fear. They're in a fear mode because they know that whatever this shared resource is, they're not going to be, this is not theirs. So if you do have stocks and bonds with this person or however it is, they don't feel like they're going to get anything out of it because they didn't contribute enough. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It definitely feels more like a house or something of this nature, the children. They really want this cup, though, and it really keeps them depressed, whatever the situation is. But you're just over here just keeping all the courage. Now, here comes that Jupiter coming in, even though it's a Leo card, but it's still showing that courage and that confidence, because all fire has that courage and confidence no matter what. But it is also showing that, you know, I'm just going to keep in my fire. I know what's going on. So you're just keeping your intentions alive. You're just continuing to go very strong over here with not a whole lot of worry. So I do love that because it really is a hum-ho, off we go energy. I think the more you're hum-ho and relaxed, I think the more it does upset them. Because they're kind of like, why are you so relaxed? Why aren't you upset? Probably because you're used to it. You already knew it was going to happen. See their temper tantrums. So getting our moon card out is practice gratitude. There it is. Sagittarius, there it is, coming out as that Jupiter. And it's literally saying you're just practicing gratitude. So just make sure that you're practicing gratitude the whole time. That's just going to keep you in your hum-ho feeling. Yeah. So really, you know, I'm grateful for the things that I have. And that's really what it's kind of saying. As long as you're practicing that gratitude and you're happy for what you know you have coming and you're just staying in this relaxed, beautiful energy, you have all the luck. You have all the self-belief because that's what Sagittarius brings in. So they're saying you're in better fortunes when you're practicing this gratitude. That seems to be the problem over here of this other person who wants to be the devil, is that they don't have enough gratitude because they seem to want to... I don't know, they're just kind of all over the place. Their energy is so whacked and so fragmented because of their emotional upsetness. And I see a lot of manipulation out of the situation and really the holding back. So I don't feel like they're grateful for anything. So why would they get anything from the universe? If you're just trying to take everything away from me, what would make me, you know, and if you have to go to court for this or do anything like this, guys, that's just going to come up. You know, and the judge is going to be like that too. Be like, well, you know, what are you doing? It just feels like they're kind of greedy and they just want everything and they're trying to get anything and everything out, but they know they're not getting anything. Well, if I, you know, just saying, you're not grateful for nothing. You just want it all out of greed. But I see a lot of greed over here within this devil, and this is why it's like, it's mine. But I feel also kind of like he shouldn't be the King of Cups upside down. He should really be the Page of Cups upside down, but I know they're just showing me that emotional distress, only for the fact that I see a lot of foot stomping and a lot of arguing and a lot of baby behavior. The Akashic field is upside down. There is a little imbalance going on. But you have the wisdom and the will, the wisdom, and the mind. So the Akashic field is saying that there's something a little imbalance going on. It's really coming from this other person, and that's just because they're really still in a delay. So they're kind of delaying the process still, which is kind of messing up your Akashic field over here, which can kind of cause a little imbalance within yourself. And that's just because you can only hum-ho for so long before it gets to the point where it's becoming, now it feels like at the end of a month you're getting irritated. This is where now you're going to pick up the intense emotions, but it's not going to be the same intense emotions as this devil over here has. It's going to be different because now you're just, it's more like an anticipation of wanting them to do what you know is right. And it seems like they've been putting this off for a long time. And this is just so you can start your new year the way with the wishes can, you know, fulfilled that you're looking for. So with the Akashic field, it's like, thanks for messing up my... I don't feel like you're really losing the confidence so much. No. No, I'm going to say it the other way. You still have the courage, but the confidence within the situation is lessening. That's what it is. But you still have the Two of Cups and the Fool. So you are waiting for this Fool to make the jump over here. I heard it. I'm going there. Okay, you're waiting for the Two of Cups. You're waiting for the unity of the situation to get back to where you need to be, but you really need this Fool, this Devil, to make the jump over here. Because in seriousness, what's going on is the world has not changed yet. So you're still awaiting this change. See, and it says the Magician, you're still not seeing the magic yet. You're still with a rebirth. You're still not seeing the transformation. And at the end of the month, you're still not seeing the transformation that you're actually waiting for. So you're going to still be kind of stuck in the two worlds. So with the waterfall upside down, you're just waiting for everything to release. You're waiting for the water to kind of turn around. You're waiting for this to all kind of heal itself. The situation to heal, meaning I need you to pick up the pace within the 8th house because I have other dreams, other things to do. Oh, absolutely. They're underdetermined, though. They don't want to do anything because they feel like they're left out in the cold. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, they're not going to want to turn this around. Not right now because they have too much to lose. They feel like they're losing their family. They're losing whatever livelihood there is, right? If it's, take it, whatever your situation is, but they feel like they're losing out. So they're keeping the dark cloud there because they're under the dark cloud. So as long as they're under the dark cloud, they can allow everybody else to just, stay there with them. If I'm going down, you're all going down too. Because see, now it's all in my hands. So if it's in my hands, I'm going to take y'all with me. Wow. They make songs like that. Five Finger Death Punch has a great one just like that. If I'm going out, you're going out too. Great. That's wonderful. That's great. That's great for the family, especially if you have children involved. You should always drag the children into things and make them wait longer periods, so that they can, be kind of, if they're old enough to understand something, it's going to make a huge difference. If they're not old enough to understand, it's still kind of crappy though. Wow. With the Wheel of Wisdom in the mind, even though it's upside down in the 8th house, it's saying that this is all kind of just like kind of deconstructing itself because of this person. It's so imbalanced. But at least the good thing is at the end of the month, even though throughout all the imbalance and all the things that are going on within the situation, the Justice card comes through. So if you're finally going to court or going to get everything legalized or doing whatever it is that you guys are doing, the truth is coming out and everything, justice is served. Yes, no more allowing them to thieve your energy or to hold this back. This opportunity is now starting to come through. And that's just because they were trying to hold this back. But it feels like you could have a lawyer or something that's coming through, my friends, right? You have the Empress over here, so your prosperities are now getting through. But you could have this Libra, this Taurus who's coming through, okay, or this Aquarius that's saying no. And it could be your lawyer, whoever, your broker, whatever it is, that's pushing this through now. Whether or not they want to do this or not, it's almost like, well, then fine, we'll go to court and then you'll have to sign the papers there. Something crazy like that. I don't know if that works for divorces. I don't know anything about divorce. I just listen over here. But whatever it is, there's something that's being pushed to make this legalized. Okay? Take it how it resonates. Okay, but however it is, it's making the Empress now come through, which is saying, I have the prosperities. I have my children, things of this nature. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely having the King of Swords is some kind of representative, some kind of, like I said, some kind of air sign. I knew it. Some kind of Aquarius, Libra. It could be, like I said, even maybe a Taurus. But this person here is what's allowing the abundance to come through. So whoever this person is now coming through. But it is an extra helper. This is not your person. Because your person has to be pushed to the limits. And if this is just a broker who's screwing you, then this could be a lawyer coming in saying, you can't do that anymore. You have to give them what they, what's owed. Yeah. So they can't thieve from you anymore or hold back on you anymore because this King of Swords is coming through and he's saying, nope, I'm getting down to the analytical pieces of the situation and this will be dealt with, the right way. And then it causes the peace and the harmony. boy, you guys are going to have patience this month. And that's really kind of the overall card right there, besides the moons. And now we're going to go get our moon. But boy, the temperance, talk about the patience you guys are going to have to put and deal with. And I love it though, because it's showing you already have the patience. You're just like, okay, I'm going to hum-ho, and this is going to go the way it's going to go. So the moon coming out over here is that the last quarter of moon in Aries is work through your feelings. Well, see, and that's because, remember, you're starting to get kind of divided over here with the Akashic field upside down. Remember, you're kind of getting, like I said, you weren't losing the courage, but you were kind of losing a little bit. You're kind of losing a little bit of confidence, waiting for this good luck to come in. And that's just because they're holding back too long. Now it's just getting to the point where it's like, you know, what the heck. But the patience and waiting for the perfect timing is the best thing. Sagittarius, again, Jupiter is really shining over here. Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. Sagittarius, however you want to see it, it's all the same. That is their planet. But you got this Aries coming in, so now you have more fire coming out. And I love this fire, though, because it's like, work through these feelings. You totally got this. You have so much fire over here. You guys could have fire in your chart. Right, so, but working through these feelings is going to be the greatest thing you can achieve. Right, because that's going to say, well, there it is. You finally made it. Keep your heart to where it needs to be. Keep your feelings where they've been with a Capricorn. You've been doing a great job with a Capricorn. Just continue with it. The only difference is make sure with the Aries, right, that you're in battle mode. So that way people won't walk over you. Excuse me. Okay. So this card's really cool, though, because this kind of talks also about the Capricorn over here, the devil, we're going to say, because it looks like it could be a Capricorn you're dealing with, but it also looks like you could be also dealing with a Gemini or a Pisces. But it looks like to me that it says someone's had their feelings hurt. Maybe it was you. I think it's both. They're in hurt mode. You're just getting a little confusion. Deal with the upset, especially if it's on the home front. Whatever is going on right now will go away and be better. So go ahead and take the steps to make sure that no one is feeling like they've been emotionally run over. Well, I think that in a lot of ways, the way the card is saying is like, don't make sure that no one's been emotionally ran over, but I think it's really going towards you over here saying, do not allow them to emotionally run you over, because everything's going to be fine in the end. Okay? It feels like you might have been trampled, and, you know, you just need to clear that energy and move towards your goals. Okay? And that's really what it feels like, though. And I agree with this card, though, too. Because they're holding on to all this energy, and they're kind of trampling your hum-ho energy by still not doing what they need to do. So just make sure that you work through your feelings at the end of the month, and, you know, don't allow them to kind of vampire slay your energy over here, suck you dry, right, and get you all upside down, because everything looks fine. Okay? Just keep in your harmony and keep your patience, and wait for that perfect timing. Because like I said, this person here, they're coming through. They're coming through for you. Okay, until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.